There was more confusion in Washington today about whether the U.S. is going to war with ISIS or not. Today, both the Pentagon and the White House are calling it war, but semantics aside, what matters is who will join in. The American Secretary of State is working on convincing Arab leaders. As Jackson Prosco reports, Washington faces the prospect of working with some of its foes to eliminate a common enemy.
Their ranks swollen by ideological recruitment to as many as 31,000 fighters. The so-called Islamic State proving a larger threat than first imagined.
What they have demonstrated again and again is remarkable resilience, remarkable adaptability.
The alarming number of ISIS militants, many of them foreigners, has bolstered the U.S.-led coalition against the extremist group. The French president traveled to Baghdad as his country considers joining airstrikes. The U.S. Secretary of State is in the region, trying to drum up support with Arab allies. So far, Canada's role is limited to sending military advisors. But there's a split about how to handle the very separate problems of Syria and Iraq.
What we are calling for is cooperation.
The Assad regime is wary of a Syrian opposition armed by the Pentagon. It would rather be part of the U.S. coalition fighting ISIS.
I think President Assad is a natural ally of all those who want to combat terrorism.
President Obama may have to work with one enemy, Assad, to take down the larger threat of ISIS. In Iraq, the army needs to be rebuilt and reinforced.
We can leave Syria. Those problems can be solved over time, but we can't move forward and deal with the Islamic State unless we have a unified Iraq.
Add to that worry about ISIS-trained Westerners, including Canadians returning home. Citing the risks, Australia raised its terrorism threat level.
There are people with the intent and the capability to mount attacks here in Australia.
Still uncertain is the game plan of the U.S.-led coalition. There are simply warnings of a lengthy fight against an enemy that continues to grow. Jackson Prosco, Global News, Washington.